Welcome to the GM-15 Pro programming video. We are going to program specific channels and CTCSS codes for the Candy Mountain ward, as well as the West Richland Steak repeater channel. However, these can be used on any channel or CTCSS code that you have. You just need to know what those channels and codes are, and then you can apply this. Just plug your numbers into wherever we're putting them in this video, and it can work for you as well. I want to do a quick primer on this radio before we get started, just to kind of show you where the buttons are and what they are, and hopefully that is helpful for you. Let's start on the front of this GM-15 Pro. You have a pretty standard keyboard. Some important buttons to remember are this button in the upper left-hand corner. If it's a green radio, it'll probably be a green button. There are also GM-15 Pros that are orange, red. There are other colors. The most common one I've seen around our area is the green one though, but this color may be a little different, but the buttons should be all the same. So this is your menu button, and then you have your up and your down arrows. They look kind of funny, but that is your up and down arrows. And then this is your return button to get back off of the screen that you're currently on to the main screen. On the left-hand side of the radio is your oval button. This is the push to talk button. You'll push this and hold it down while you're talking to transmit a signal to another radio or to a repeater. Once you're done talking, you release the button, and then whoever's on the other side gets to say their bit. Now remember that you do need a GMRS license to operate this radio to transmit on it. Those licenses are $35 as of this date, and they cover your whole family. However, there is no test required. So you just pay the fee and try to navigate the FCC website to get that license, and then you are in business. You are ready to transmit on a GMRS radio. On the bottom of the GM-15 Pro is this port right here. A little difficult to see with this lighting, but that is a USB-C charging port. When you plug a USB-C cable in there, standard, you'll get a red or a green LED light. If the battery is not fully charged, it'll be red. Once it's fully charged, it'll be green, and you're good to go for hours and hours of coverage. You can listen for a really long time. Transmit takes up more battery power, so that'll run your battery down quicker, but there's a pretty good extended battery life regardless. On your antenna, it should come with two antennas. One's a little rubber ducky, and then there's a longer one. I would recommend you go ahead and use the longer antenna because it will result in a greater transmit and receive distance. Also on the top is your power button with the volume, and they're built in. If you turn this button to the right or clockwise, that will turn the radio on, and then you can adjust your volume from there. So when you turn it on, you'll hear a click, and then you turn it up and down for volume. Now we're ready to program our channel and our repeater channel. The Candy Mountain Channel 15 for our Candy Mountain ward members, and then the repeater channel, which is for the West Richland Steak. Before we start with that, I want to make a menu change with you. This is to try and help it be as simple as possible for operation. So to do this, you'll take your radio and you'll turn the power button on by turning this knob clockwise, and you'll hear the noise.
Channel mode.
And now it's on. And you can see that pretty well, I hope. But if you look here, you'll see two different channels, and that can be kind of confusing. You'll say, is it channel 1? Is it repeater 8? Which one is it? So I'd like to set this up so that you've only got one channel on the display at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the menu button, this button up here, hit the menu button.
Menu.
And then you'll use your down arrow to go down to number 41. And on there it says sync, and it says off right now. We want to change that to on, and the way we do that is we open this menu up by hitting menu again, Oh, now something just happened that I want you to be aware of. I was talking too long and it went back to our main screen. So don't get frustrated by that. And for heaven's sakes, whatever you do, don't get button happy and just keep pushing buttons and hoping something's going to work. Be patient, just slow down, and you can get back to that menu by hitting menu one more time. So we'll do that.
Menu.
And we are back to menu number 41, which is right here, this small number right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to adjust the menu by hitting menu again.
Menu.
And you see it's highlighted. That means we can change that off setting, and we're going to change it with either the up or the down arrow, and we're going to go to on. Now to confirm that, we hit menu again.
Confirm.
And there we go. We just made a change to the sync setting. What does that do? We'll wait a second here, or we can hit this return button here. And it goes back to your main display screen. And now look at that. You've only got one channel listed. Plus, it's a bonus. It actually shows you what the frequency of that channel is, which I don't want you to worry too much about it. But for now, you just have one channel. You don't have two channels. It's not confusing when you try to figure out where you are. Now, for Candy Mountain Ward, we're using channel 15. So we need to use these up and down arrows to change between different channels. There's no knob, there's just up and down arrows. So we're going to push these buttons until we get to 15. So we'll go up. And it gets kind of frustrating because it takes a while for the radio to respond to your pushing of the buttons. Your fingers can push buttons a lot faster than the radio will go. But there we go. See, I went past it to number 16, so I'll go back down to channel 15. So we're on channel 15 now, and now we want to get into the menu system so we can enter the CTCSS transmit and receive codes. We also can call those privacy codes. So what we'll do is we'll hit menu.
Menu.
And you see we're in that menu again. We were on sync, and we want to go up because we'll go from 41 back to 0. And then we want to get up to menu number 10 and 12. So we'll go to menu 10 first by using the up or down arrow, and we're on menu 10 now. See, menu 10, and that's the receive or RX CTCSS. We want to adjust that, so we got to hit menu again,
CTCSS.
and now we're highlighted there, so we can make an adjustment. So now we can adjust this to number 67, and that's the first one on the menu. So you just go up one and you'll be on 67. You can keep going to other ones, but we don't want to. We want to be on 67. So we'll go to 67, and then we hit menu to confirm right there.
Confirm.
And there we go. So we've set one of the privacy codes already. Now we need to go up in the menu to number 12 by using the up arrow. And now we're on the other CTCSS code. And that's menu number 12, as you can see right here in the upper right-hand corner. Hit menu again,
CTCSS.
and now we can adjust the setting for this privacy code to number 67. We will go up arrow 1, and we're there. Now we want to hit that confirm button or menu button to confirm. Okay, there we go. So you did it. You have programmed your first channel. You have the Candy Mountain channel programmed with this privacy code, and you should be able to participate within your ward on that channel when the time arises. There will probably be some practice communication drills, and that should all be announced through your local leaders. Now we want to program in the Stake GMRS repeater. This is in a little bit different location. So if you use your up and down arrows, we'll go from channel 15, we're going to go up to what's called RPT3. And that's actually up past channel 22. So we need to use our up arrow to go up to channel RPT3. So we'll go up. It's about 10 channels in all. Now we start. There's repeater 1, RPT2.
4.
RPT3. So we're on repeater number 3. And now we need to program this similar to how we programmed the channel 15 settings. So remember, we're going to use our menu code to get into the menu, our menu key rather, to get into the menus. And we'll hit menu.
Menu.
And we want to be on either number 12 or number 10 because we need to program both of those. This is number 12. This is where we were working last. So now we can just go right to it. If you need to, you can use your up and down keys
2, 6.
to get
Menu.
back to that. There we
2,
go,
5.
back to repeater 3. And then you can use your menu key if you time out from the menu, okay? So we'll hit the menu, and then we'll adjust this by hitting menu again to get into the adjustment for that. Now, for the stake GMRS repeater, we need to go up quite a ways because its privacy code is 103.5. And there we go, 103.5. Now we hit menu again, and that confirms it.
Confirm.
So that was privacy code menu number 12, the TX CTCSS. Now we need to go down to 10, which is the RX, or the receive privacy code. So menu number 10, as you can see by my thumb in the upper right-hand corner, we'll hit menu again to get into that where we can make an adjustment. And we see that black highlight there, and now we can adjust that by using the up or down arrows. And we will go back up to 103.5. Whoops, I went too far, so I'll go back down one. And I will hit menu again to confirm.
Confirm.
And there we go. Now we are set. If you want to go back to the main screen, you can hit the return button here, and it goes right back to your main screen. So here we have both the stake GMRS repeater and your local simplex channel 15 channel. They are both programmed. You are ready to communicate when the need arises within your ward and within your stake. If you want to change between the two, all you do is you use the up and down arrows to go back and forth. So remember that repeater 3 is above the channel numbers, and then you go down to get down to the channels. So we're going back down to channel 15.
1, 5.
And that's your Candy Mountain channel, already programmed with the privacy codes. And if you look right on the top here, you see that CT. That shows that you have privacy codes, or CTCSS codes, programmed for that channel. Then if we want to go back to the stake repeater, we go up. And you notice these other channels don't have the CTCSS code because they haven't been programmed, and that's fine. These are being used by other wards. So we'll go to RPT3.
2, 5.
And there you go. You see the CT code listing right there again. So the privacy codes are programmed there too. I hope this is helpful. If you have questions, you're welcome to reach out to me personally. I'm happy to help, and look forward to talking to you on the radio.